Cricket, a sport now followed by billions, has humble beginnings. Its journey from a simple pastime to a global phenomenon is truly fascinating. It is believed to have originated in the picturesque countryside of southeast England sometime before the 16th century. The lush green fields and quaint villages provided the perfect backdrop for the birth of this sport. Although its exact origins remain shrouded in mystery, it likely started as a simple pastime for children. These young ones would gather in open fields, using whatever they could find to create their own games. These children may have used a lump of wool as a ball and a stick as a bat. The simplicity of their equipment did not diminish their enthusiasm for the game. The game evolved over time, with adults eventually taking an interest. As the game grew in popularity, it began to attract players of all ages. By the early 1600s, cricket had begun to take a more recognizable form. Historical records and paintings from this era show early versions of the game being played. This early form of cricket was far from the organized sport we know today. It was a more casual and informal activity, often played with makeshift equipment. It was played on village greens and open fields with no standardized rules or equipment. Each village had its own version of the game, adding to its charm and diversity. Yet it laid the foundation for what would become a global phenomenon. The basic principles of the game began to take shape, setting the stage for future developments. The game's simplicity and adaptability meant it could be enjoyed by people from all walks of life. Whether young or old, rich or poor, cricket brought communities together. This accessibility would prove crucial to its enduring popularity. The spirit of cricket, born in the fields of England, would eventually capture the hearts of millions around the world. The first definitive reference to cricket dates back to 1611. A court case in England mentioned cricket as a game played by boys. This legal document provides concrete evidence of cricket's existence and growing popularity. Throughout the 17th century, cricket continued to gain traction. It spread from the countryside to the villages and towns of England. The game's popularity was further boosted by its adoption by the upper classes. Noblemen and wealthy landowners began to form their own teams and organize matches. Cricket became a social event, with spectators gathering to watch the games and place bets on the outcome. The growing interest in cricket led to the development of more structured rules and gameplay. The 18th century witnessed the formalization of cricket. In 1787, the Marylebone Cricket Club, or MCC, was founded at Lord's Cricket Ground in London. The MCC quickly established itself as the guardian of cricket's laws. It codified the rules, standardized equipment, and became the sport's governing body. Under the MCC's stewardship, cricket flourished. The game spread throughout England and its colonies. It became a popular pastime in schools and universities, further cementing its place in English culture. The 18th century also saw the emergence of professional cricketers. Talented players were paid to play for wealthy patrons, adding a new dimension to the game. The 19th century marked a turning point for cricket with the birth of Test cricket. In 1877, the first officially recognised Test match was played between England and Australia in Melbourne. This historic match laid the foundation for international cricket rivalry. Test cricket, played over 5 days, became the pinnacle of the sport. It tested players' skills, temperament and endurance. The rivalry between England and Australia, known as the Ashes, captured the imagination of fans worldwide. Test cricket spread to other parts of the British Empire, including India, the West Indies and South Africa. The sport transcended national boundaries, fostering a sense of camaraderie and competition among nations. Section 5. From Empire to World Stage Cricket in the 20th Century. The 20th century witnessed the continued growth and evolution of cricket. The Imperial Cricket Conference, later renamed the International Cricket Council, or ICC, was formed in 1909 to govern the sport globally. Cricket spread beyond the confines of the British Empire, gaining popularity in countries like Pakistan, Sri Lanka and New Zealand. The sport also underwent significant changes on the field. batting and bowling techniques evolved, leading to higher scores and more exciting matches. The development of new technologies such as radio and television brought cricket to a wider audience. Fans could now follow their favourite teams and players from the comfort of their homes. Section 6. The One-Day Revolution, a new era in cricket. The latter half of the 20th century saw a revolutionary change in cricket with the introduction of one-day internationals, or ODIs. The first ODI was played in 1971 between England and Australia. This shorter, faster-paced format of the game proved an instant hit with fans. ODIs brought a new dimension to cricket, emphasising aggressive batting and strategic bowling. The limited overs format added an element of unpredictability, making matches more exciting and engaging. The ICC Cricket World Cup, first held in 1975, became a global spectacle. It showcased the best teams and players from around the world, captivating billions of fans. Section 7. The Rise of 2020. Cricket gets a fast makeover. As the 21st century dawned, cricket underwent another transformation with the emergence of 2020, or T20 cricket. This shortest format of the game, with each side facing a maximum of 20 overs, was designed for fast-paced action and entertainment. T20 cricket proved to be a massive hit, particularly among younger audiences. Its short duration, big hits and colourful atmosphere made it a perfect fit for the modern world's fast-paced lifestyle. T20 leagues sprung up around the world, attracting top players and huge crowds. The format's popularity challenged the traditional notions of cricket, injecting a new lease of life into the sport. Section 8. IPL, cricket's entertainment powerhouse. The Indian Premier League, or IPL, launched in 2008, took T20 cricket to another level. A brainchild of the Board of Control for Cricket in India, the IPL is a professional T20 league that features franchise teams from major Indian cities. The IPL revolutionized cricket, combining sporting prowess with entertainment and glamour. It attracted top players from around the world, offering lucrative contracts and global exposure. The IPL's success inspired similar leagues in other countries, further boosting the popularity of T20 cricket. It became a global phenomenon, captivating billions of fans and transforming the financial landscape of the sport. Section 9. Beyond boundaries, women's cricket takes centre stage. While men's cricket has long dominated the sport, women's cricket has made significant strides in recent decades, breaking barriers and challenging stereotypes. The first Women's Cricket World Cup was held in 1973, 2 years before the men's tournament, marking a significant milestone in the history of women's sports. Since then, women's cricket has gained increasing recognition and support from fans and organisations alike. The ICC has invested heavily in promoting and developing the women's game, leading to more competitive matches, greater exposure, and a higher standard of play. The rise of T20 cricket has also significantly benefited women's cricket, providing new opportunities, a global platform, and increased visibility for female athletes. The growing popularity of women's T20 leagues, such as the Women's Big Bash League in Australia and the Women's T20 Challenge in India, is a testament to the growing interest, enthusiasm, and support for women's cricket worldwide. Section 10. The Future of Cricket, a global sport for a new generation. Cricket, in its various formats, continues to evolve and captivate audiences worldwide. From the traditional test matches to the fast-paced T20 games, each format brings its own unique excitement and challenges. The sport faces both challenges and opportunities in the 21st century. With the advent of new technologies and changing audience preferences, cricket must adapt to stay relevant. The rise of T20 cricket has raised concerns about the future of Test cricket, with some fearing that the shorter format might overshadow the traditional 5-day game. Meanwhile, the increasing commercialization of the sport has sparked debates about its soul. Critics argue that the essence of cricket is being lost amidst the glitz and glamour. However, cricket's global appeal, its adaptability and its ability to unite people from diverse backgrounds remain its greatest strengths. The sport continues to bring joy and excitement to millions. The ICC and national cricket boards are working tirelessly to ensure the sport's sustainability and growth. They are implementing strategies to keep the game thriving. They are investing in grassroots development, promoting women's cricket, and ensuring that the sport is inclusive and accessible to all. Additionally, they are exploring new technologies to enhance the fan experience, making the game more engaging and interactive for viewers around the world. As cricket enters a new era, it remains a sport full of possibilities, constantly evolving and adapting to the times. Ready to inspire and entertain generations to come, cricket's future looks bright, promising endless excitement and unforgettable moments for fans everywhere.